Good afternoon. So we do have a quorum. Welcome, everyone. I am Sharon Green Middleton, Vice President of the City Council, Representative for the 6th Council District, and Chairperson of the Economic and Community Development Committee. This afternoon, the committee will hear Bill number 22-0200. Hearings for bills number 22-0279, 22-0280, 22-0281, and 22-0282 have been canceled. The applicants failed to comply with public notice requirements. Community groups were not properly notified. New hearings will be scheduled, hopefully, so that the urban renewal plans do not expire. It is my hope that when the bills are rescheduled, the applicant is able to fulfill all public notice requirements so that the hearings can move forward. In attendance today, we have Mark Conway of the 4th District.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Ryan Dorsey of the 3rd District.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Councilwoman Odette Ramos of the 14th District.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Robert Stokes of the 12th District.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
And we also have Councilmember Eric Costello of the 11th District, which is the sponsor of this bill. And from the President's office, from the Mayor's office staff, I see Sophia G.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
And Nina Thimulus. And also we have Councilman John Bullock of the 9th District, member of the committee.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
So let's begin. Bill number 22-0200, Urban Renewal Central Business District Amendment 2, for the purpose of amending the urban renewal plan for the Central Business District to revise the signature provisions, waiving certain content and procedural requirements, making the provisions of this ordinance severable, and providing for the application of this ordinance in conjunction with certain other ordinances, and providing for a special effective date. This bill was introduced on February 22nd, 2022, and the sponsor of the bill was Councilmember Costello. Councilmember Costello, comments before?
Appreciate the committee's consideration. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. And now we'll hear from agency representatives, and we'll start with the City Solicitor's Office. Hillary Ruley.
We stand by our bill report, Madam Chair, and approve it for form and legal sufficiency.
Thank you, Hillary. Planning Commission.
Thank you, Madam Chair. On March 17th, 2022, the Planning Commission considered City Council Bill number 22-0200 to amend the urban renewal plan for the Central Business District and voted to recommend approval. Would you like me to give a summary of the bill?
Yes, and when you're speaking, if you'd like to remove your mask, you can.
Sure. So the purpose of the bill is to amend the urban renewal plan, waiving the content. It was initially approved by ordinance in May of 2001 with an amendment in November of 2006. The amendment proposes the following language. On page 4, delete general outdoor advertising sign, which is not allowed currently in the urban renewal plan. And so this, by deleting this, it would allow for general outdoor advertising signs within the urban renewal plan area. Additionally, some minor alterations will bring the urban renewal plan into coordination with the new zoning code as it predates the current zoning code. And that's really it.
Okay. Any questions from the committee to planning? And I do want to recognize Nikki Thompson online for the President's office. Then we'll have the Department of Public Works.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Marcia Collins, representing the Department of Public Works. We stand by our report in support of the legislation.
Thank you. And also want to recognize Eric Tiso of the Planning Department is online as well. Department of Transportation, Liam.
Madam Chair, Liam Davis, Baltimore City Department of Transportation. We stand by our bill report, which is no objection.
Thank you. Department of Housing and Community Development, Stephanie Murdoch.
Thank you, Madam Chair and members of the committee. Stephanie Murdoch, Director of Legislative Services for DHCD. DHCD stands by our bill report. We do not object to the passage of this bill. Thank you.
Thank you. Baltimore Development Corporation.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Micah Fetz, representing the Baltimore Development Corporation. We stand by our report, and we are in support of passage of the bill.
Thank you. Board of Municipal Zoning Appeals.
Madam Chair, Nina Thumlis with the Mayor's Office of Government Relations. The BMZA stands by its report and deferring to the report of the Planning Commission.
Okay, and is there a report from the Commission on Historical and Architectural Preservation?
This is Caitlin Audette with the Department of Planning. CHAP has no objection to the bill as it will have no impact to historic properties.
Okay, thank you. Do committee members have any comments or questions? Okay, on that note, we expect that members of the council and members of the public will keep order and ensure that everyone has an opportunity to be heard. Baltimore City Code prohibits a person acting in a disorderly manner to the disturbance of the public peace at a public meeting. If any attendee is disruptive, I will give you a warning about your conduct, and if the conduct continues, you will be asked to leave and ejected from the virtual meeting. The committee will now take public testimony. Each person testifying will have 2 minutes to speak. And at this time, we are reviewing the sign-in sheet. And on the sign-in sheet, we have no public testimony that has signed up on the sign-in sheet. So now we'll go to attendees online on WebEx. And we're checking to see if any hands are raised. Oh, no, that's mine.
Brooke Hutchins?
Brooke Hutchins. Brooke Hutchins.
Just attending.
Brooke Hutchins, are you here to testify?
I am not. Can you hear me?
Okay, thank you. Claudia Jolin. Claudia Jolin. Going once, going twice. Claudia Jolin. Moving on to the next.
Jim Olson?
No, he's works.
Kim Hogan?
Kim Hogan. Kim Hogan, did you want to testify? Okay, is that it? Okay, that's it for WebEx Online. Do committee members have any further comments or questions? And there are no amendments to consider. Is there a motion to move the bill?
Second.
So moved by Stokes, a second by Ramos. Chair Middleton, yes. Bullock?
Yes.
Yes. Conway?
Yes.
Yes. Dorsey?
Yes.
Yes. Glover? Absent. Ramos?
Yes.
Yes. Stokes?
Yes.
Yes. This bill will move to second reader at the next council meeting, and this hearing is adjourned.